Hello, dear listeners, and welcome back to Book Summary 5, the 5-Minute Summary channel. I'm Sammy, your host. What if the very thoughts you trust most are the ones holding you back from the life you deserve? Today we explore a book that challenges everything you believe about happiness, success, and self-awareness. This is 101 Essays That Will Change the Way You Think by Brianna Wiest. Brianna Wiest opens with a powerful premise. Most of our suffering comes not from our circumstances, but from our thinking patterns. We have been conditioned to believe that happiness is something we find or achieve, when in reality it is something we create through our daily mental habits. The book is a collection of essays that serve as mirrors, reflecting back the unconscious beliefs that shape our lives. One of the central ideas Wiest explores is the concept of emotional intelligence. She argues that we are never taught how to process our feelings properly. Instead, we learn to suppress them, distract ourselves from them, or project them onto others. True emotional maturity means sitting with discomfort and understanding that feelings are not facts. They are signals that point us toward unmet needs or unresolved wounds. When we resist our emotions, they persist. When we allow them, they transform. Wiest also challenges our understanding of happiness itself. She explains that we often confuse comfort with contentment. We chase pleasure and avoid pain, but this keeps us trapped in cycles of temporary highs and inevitable lows. Real fulfillment comes from purpose and meaning, not from the absence of struggle. In fact, she suggests that struggle is essential. It builds resilience, clarifies our values, and connects us more deeply to ourselves and others. The book addresses the common fear of being judged. Wiest points out that most people are far too absorbed in their own insecurities to focus on ours. The judgment we fear from others is usually a reflection of how harshly we judge ourselves. When we learn to accept our imperfections, the opinions of others lose their power over us. Self-acceptance is not about thinking we are perfect. It is about recognizing that our worth does not depend on perfection. Another key theme is the idea that we must become comfortable with uncertainty. Our minds crave control and predictability, but life rarely provides either. Wiest encourages readers to embrace not knowing. The need for certainty often prevents us from taking risks, pursuing dreams, or leaving situations that no longer serve us. When we release our grip on outcomes, we open ourselves to possibilities we could never have planned. Wiest writes extensively about the stories we tell ourselves. We are all narrators of our own lives, but often our narratives are outdated or inaccurate. We carry beliefs formed in childhood that no longer apply to our adult lives. Perhaps we believe we are unlovable because of an early rejection, or we believe success is dangerous because we watched a parent struggle with it. These subconscious stories run in the background like programs, influencing every decision we make. The work of personal growth involves identifying these stories, questioning them, and consciously choosing new ones. The book also emphasizes the importance of action over intention. Many people believe that understanding their problems is the same as solving them. But insight without action changes nothing. Wiest encourages readers to take small, consistent steps toward the lives they want. Change does not happen in dramatic moments of revelation. It happens in the quiet, daily choices to behave differently than we did before. Perhaps most importantly, Wiest reminds us that we are responsible for our own lives. Blaming others or waiting for external circumstances to change keeps us powerless. When we take ownership of our thoughts, emotions, and actions, we reclaim our ability to shape our experience. This is not about denying the real challenges we face. It is about recognizing that even within difficult circumstances, we have choices. The essence of this book is transformation through awareness. By examining our thought patterns with honesty and compassion, we can break free from the mental traps that limit us. We can create lives defined not by fear and reaction, but by intention and growth. Thank you for tuning in to Book Summary 5, the 5-Minute Summary channel. If you enjoyed this summary, please subscribe, like, and share it with your friends. Until next time, happy reading.